Okay, come to your comfortable seat. And as you take your seat, take that time, shift and adjust. Find your most comfortable way to be able to tilt your pelvis so your belly is moving forward. And then let your hands rest down on your legs, or fingertips can connect with the floor. This is one of my favorite ways to center these days. So as you lift up and open through your heart space, shoulder blades are engaging on your back. Let your eyes close and begin to take a couple of deep breaths right here. Take another full deep breath and allow yourself to notice that pause at the top and the pause at the bottom. And then just take a natural breath, not trying to make anything happen per se. Just feel your breath. And now hands come to connect at heart center. And as you gently press your palms together, lift up with your heart space. And then bow toward your heart. As you maybe let your fingertips and your forehead connect, take a couple big breaths into that space at the back of your neck. Now softly opening your eyes, release your hands down and bring your hands to your hips. With your hands at your hips, press down and start to lift up through your sides. Shoulder blades are on your back, and then take your right ear over to your right shoulder. And then inhale back up to center and exhale left ear to left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder, re-engage the left shoulder blade. And then hold on to the side of your head with your right hand if you would like, you don't have to. Just adding that little extra stretch here. And now a little movement of your neck muscles on the left, out to the left. So a little lean with your neck muscles. Then inhale back into center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Re-engage the right shoulder blade. And then holding on to the side of your head here with your left hand if you would like. And begin to move your neck muscles out to the right. Then inhale back up to center. And walk your hands further back onto your low back. And give a good press down as you lift up and open through your heart space. Elbows hug back, shoulder blades are engaging. And from here, tuck your chin down. Shake your head no toward the ground. A little nodding of your head. And now lift your chin up toward the ceiling, keep shoulder blades engaging. Shake your head no gently toward the ceiling. Then back into center, releasing your hands. You can go ahead and switch the cross, coming to the less comfortable cross for yourself. And then move your sitting bones. And now right hand to your hip, left arm reaches up and over your ear, root down through both sitting bones, and move your ribs out to the left side a little bit. Push down with your hand on your hip and lift up more through your sides. Maybe stretch a tiny bit more over to the right. And then turn a little downward with your torso, reaching your left hand in that diagonal. Take a full big breath. Inhale, turn up and open, and bring your left hand back to your hip. Right arm reaches up and over. And as you take that side stretch, you're rooting down through both sitting bones. Take a big breath and think of expanding your ribs out to the right side. And then a little turning down with your torso. Reaching your hand in that diagonal. Take one more full breath. And inhale, turn up and open, rise all the way back up. And then fingertips come to the floor just behind your hips. Lift up with your heart space here. Start to walk your hands back a little ways so that you can lean a little bit back on your hands. Push down and find that lift through your heart space. Shoulder blades are engaging. Your neck is in line with the rest of your spine. Not tucked forward, not dropping back. Take a full breath wherever that is. And if you find that holding your head in that neutral place doesn't feel very neutral, then tuck your chin towards your chest instead of dropping your head back. Big breath. And then all the way back upright here, walk your hands forward. And as you take them a little ways forward, take a couple big breaths and move with your breath, inhaling, extending your heart forward, exhaling, round back. Then inhale, heart forward, walk your hands a little further forward, and exhale, press back. Inhale, heart forward, walk your hands further forward, and exhale, press your spine back. And then from wherever you are, settle as deeply as your body is ready for into your fold. Maybe a little addition of movement through the hips and the sides. Take one more big, full, deep breath right here. And then gently press yourself all the way back upright. And we're going to come down to sitting bones. And as you release down to sitting bones, if you're sitting on something, you can set it aside. But then feet come out in front of you and find a diamond shape here. So not your typical butterfly, but a little bit wider with that diamond. Move your sitting bones. And then press your fingertips down beside your hips and lift your heart up high. And now from this place, reach your right hand across to your left knee or thigh or shin, wherever it needs to be here for some comfort. Lengthen. Take an exhale and draw your low ribs in to help you twist a little bit more. Deep breath. Then inhale, come back into center. And exhale, take your left hand across to your right knee or thigh. Right fingertips behind you and lengthen. Exhale to draw ribs in to help you twist. Full deep inhale, long full exhale. Inhale, come back into center. And now as you exhale, you're going to fold as deeply towards your legs as your body is ready for. And we're going to pulse in that place. So find the depth of your fold, and that might be just a little bit of a fold right now. And then inhale, lift a tiny bit, and exhale, release a little further. Inhale, lift a tiny bit, and exhale, release a little further. Keep going with your breath this way for a few more rounds, just noticing for yourself if there's any more depth, or if you feel like staying right about where you are is where you need to be. One more big breath. Then inhale, rise all the way back up, and now you're bringing right fingertips inside your right leg. And you can, if you want to, lower down onto your elbow on your leg or your elbow on the inside of your leg. Your choice. Left hand to your hip as you turn your belly and your heart to the left. Take a big deep breath, put your shoulder blades on your back. And then if you want, you can stretch your left arm up and over your ear and take a full big breath right here. As you turn more open to the left, keep your right shoulder blade moving on your back. And then inhale, rise back up. And left fingertips inside your leg or elbow to your knee or elbow inside your leg, your choice. Find where that is for you. Take your right hand to your hip as you turn open to the right side. Shoulder blades are on your back. Reach your top arm if that feels good. Deep breath. As you find maybe a little bit more turn through your torso, notice a tilt of your pelvis so your belly is moving forward. One more breath. Then inhale back upright. And exhale, take as deep a fold here as your body is ready for. You can always set something on top of your feet and underneath your head here if you want. But we're not going to be here for a super long time. We have about 3 more big breaths. Then inhale, gently bring yourself upright. And then we're going to take another kind of a twist here. So footprints to the floor. And now right leg, if it's comfortable, you're going to bend your knee back. So your foot's back. This is kind of our half hero's pose with our leg. If that doesn't work in your body, you can lengthen your leg all the way out in front of you. And then your left foot is going to come to the inside of your thigh. So find what fits the best there, and you can always bring something underneath your hips. Now move your sitting bones, and then press down with fingertips, lift your ribs, and then engage a little bit with your toes, tops of toes pressing into the ground on your right leg. This is stability for the ankle and the knee. Lift your ribs, lift your chest. Start to turn yourself toward the left side, and as you do so, you can allow the right hip to lift up. Right hand reaches across to your knee or your thigh if you would like. Take a big inhale and grow even longer. Exhale. Front ribs draw in to help you twist. Take 3 more full breaths on this side. Then inhale, unwind, and gently bring your right leg back out in front of you. And now it's your left knee that bends back if that's in your practice. And again, you can always have your leg out straight in front of you instead. Right foot into the side of your leg. And then if your knee is bent back, then you're engaging the toenails down into the ground. Move your sitting bones, press down with fingertips and lengthen, lift up with your heart. And then reach across. Take that twist to whatever degree feels the best to you. You can, if you would like, lift up with your left hip. As you turn, allow that twist to happen from your ribs and allow a little gentle support for your low back here. So think of your low belly on the left side, drawing in. Full big breath. And then gently inhale back into center, and both feet come out to the floor in front of you. And as you set your footprints down, holding on to your knees above or below, your choice, and then move through a couple rounds of your cat and cow, moving through your spine. Full inhale to sit tall, full exhale to draw back through your spine. And now back up nice and tall through your spine. This time, soles of feet come together and you draw your feet in as close to your body as is comfortable. So now it's more of a butterfly, and you're welcome to add the rolled up blanket over your feet and underneath your legs here if you would like. That's my favorite version of butterfly. And then with props in front of you, you can use them for your hands. You can work down toward your elbows. You can come all the way down to resting your head if that's where it is for you. If it's not, that's okay. Any of those places are good. So press down with fingertips behind you, lift up tall first. And then as you exhale and hinge, find where you can find a fold where you can let go a little bit. Release a little bit through the tension in your hips, your inner thighs, your low back maybe. And as you inhale and exhale, try that pulsing just a little bit. Inhaling to lengthen, and exhale, maybe you deepen. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, maybe you shift just a little bit more. If it's comfortable, eyes can close, and take some big deep breaths. And now gently inhale and bring yourself back upright. And draw knees up together. And then we're going to take one more seated pose. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see, but bring a block out in front of you for your heels to come to. So this is this variation of our forward fold that helps us maybe find a little more tilt through the pelvis. So with your heels up on your block or blocks, you can use two here if you'd like, push down with your heels and isometrically drag them back. As you do that, think of using that pull back as a way to tilt your pelvis. Now, as you sit taller, this might be where you stay. Take a big breath and just notice for yourself. Maybe walk your hands down the floor or down your legs and check it out, see how it feels. You might take your feet, you might not. Take a big deep breath wherever that is. And again, eyes closed if that feels good. Couple more deep breaths, using an inhale to grow longer and an exhale maybe to find a little more depth or maybe to come more upright. Then inhale, rise all the way back up and set your footprints on the ground. And we'll come all the way down onto our backs. Just make sure you can reach all your props. And as you lay down, knees draw in toward your chest, rock a little side to side. And just take a moment to let that length happen through the low back. And now our figure four pose that will turn into a twist in a moment. So let's cross Right ankle over your left knee, and then pick your legs up toward your body as close as is comfortable. Flex your feet, and then add that rock again. You can always hold on to your right knee and foot or clasp behind the back side of your left thigh. And now we're going to take our right foot over to the ground or toward the ground on the left side. Torso is upright still. And then take your left hand to press your thigh away and then pull it close. And then just notice which one feels better to you as a stretch here. Full, big, deep breath. So now if you want to add the next part of this, you're welcome to, or you can stay right where you are. Hold on to your right shin, keeping it right where it is. And then with your left leg, you're going to start to inch your leg so that your foot is working behind you. Your thigh is working straight ahead. And you might reach back and take a hold of your foot here. So you have left hand holding your right shin or ankle, right hand holding your left foot. If holding your foot doesn't happen, it's okay. Take a big deep breath wherever that is for you. And now gently release the foot behind you. So let go with your right hand. And then let your left knee come to connect with your right ankle again. And then draw legs back up to center and hug them in as close as your body is ready for. And that might mean setting your foot on the ground. So that's always an option here. And now go ahead and set both feet on the ground and switch legs. Left ankle over the right knee. And lift the legs up toward your body. And then maybe add that rock again so you can lengthen the low back. And then pause in the center here, holding on where it feels good, and take a couple big breaths. And now the spinal twist to the other side. So left foot is going over toward the right side, and it can be onto the floor or it can be onto a prop. And now from that place, just take a moment here to push and pull on your left thigh, moving it away and then drawing it near, and then decide which feels the best and stay there for a couple of breaths. And now optional, if you'd like to add this next part of it, you can. But you're going to take your right hand to hold on to your left shin or your ankle, wherever it happens to be most comfortable. And then you'll inch your right leg so that your thigh is working more straight ahead. And you might reach out for your foot with your left hand. Take a big deep breath and notice how this side feels. And now we're gently releasing the foot behind us. And then connecting knee and thigh again. And then drawing legs back up to center. And one more time, just allowing your legs to be in as close as is comfortable for a couple of breaths. And then releasing both feet down to the ground, dropping knees in together to touch, reach your arms overhead, and then add some movement here with your pelvis. A little pivoting, a little tilting forward and back, a little side to side movement. And begin to set yourself up into a really comfortable rest. Start to prop yourself if that feels good, or just simply let yourself rest all the way out, or maybe take legs up the wall. And as you start to settle in, let yourself notice, let yourself be aware, from feet to crown, all the things that are there for you, for sensation, for messages, even for thoughts. And then let go of any effort you're making. Begin to take a deeper breath. And add some gentle movements into fingers and toes. And then slowly bend your knees and roll to your side. And gently bring yourself back up to your seat. With hands coming together at heart center and eyes closed, take another moment here for a full big breath. Have a very peaceful night. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.